I stepped out of the cab and into the gallery, the air instantly changing around me. Heads turned, eyes followed. The black Dolce & Gabbana dress I wore felt like it had been sewn onto my skin, elegant without trying, powerful without needing to speak. My hair, sleek and black, fell in glossy waves down my back, every strand precisely where it belonged. I walked with purpose, each step measured as I took in the room. It didn't take long to find him. Axel Voss stood in a more secluded wing of the gallery where the crowd had thinned. I spotted him across the space. His back was to me, dressed in a tailored dark gray suit that fit too perfectly to be anything but custom. His frame was lean and strong, his posture relaxed, hands tucked in his pockets as he studied a painting. He wasn't just looking, he was dissecting it. My attention moved to the guards, 2 of them, strategically placed in opposite corners of the room, trying not to look like security. They blended in well enough with the other patrons, but their eyes told the truth, constantly scanning. I inhaled and adjusted the strap of my dress. I ran my hands over my curves, making sure everything looked in place. My cue had come. Each step felt burdened, as if what I was about to do had sunk deep into my limbs. The rhythm of my heels against the marble echoed faintly. I moved closer, slipping into his orbit. I was near enough now for him to catch the light scent of my perfume. Floral, soft, meant to linger without announcing itself. I stopped beside him, eyes landing on the painting he was analyzing. It was abstract, wild with motion. Crimson slashed across the canvas, tangled with violent blues and fractured gold. The brushwork oscillated between jagged bursts and smooth sweeps, an unsettling mix of control and chaos. I spoke, keeping my voice soft and level, close enough to feel intimate, just loud enough to be heard. "The intensity of the strokes is remarkable," I said. "The way the colors collide feel almost violent, yet there's a strange harmony in the chaos." He didn't respond, not verbally, but I felt it. His attention was on me now as much as the art. I let the silence stretch a second longer, then continued, my tone calm, analytical. "It's as if the artist was fighting an inner battle, conflict and catharsis, all bleeding onto the canvas. The jagged strokes speak of anger or defiance, but the way the hues blend reveal a deep vulnerability, like they couldn't commit to full destruction." I leaned in just slightly, examining the layers of the painting, voice dropping. It's the tension that makes it work. The pull between restraint and abandon. It feels raw. The silence settled again, delicate but dense. Then I allowed a smirk to touch my lips. Or maybe they just threw paint at the canvas after a bad day and decided to call it art. That broke it. He turned toward me, finally. His eyes met mine. Heat flashed between us. The force of his gaze hit harder than I expected. My breath caught, not out of fear, but from the pressure of it. He was already trying to read me. I knew that look. He was hunting for the truth inside my performance. I didn't flinch, even when my pulse started to climb beneath my skin. I held my ground. For a moment, neither of us said anything. The gallery around us faded. It was just him, just me. Then I stepped back, breaking the moment on my terms. I turned without hesitation and walked away, slipping into the flow of bodies beyond the archway. My retreat was smooth. Behind me, I felt his gaze linger, and so did the eyes of his guards. I didn't need to look back to know he was still watching the space I had just walked away from. Back in the main gallery, I finally exhaled. The encounter had gone as planned. I had said what I needed to, played the part, but the crackle between us wasn't part of the plan, and I felt it, still pulsing through me. This was only the beginning. One step into a game layered with risk, manipulation, and consequences I wasn't sure I fully understood. But I had just stepped onto the board, and Axel Voss had noticed.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.